Hey, Delvon Digital here, and we here to talk about that M1 MacBook model. Cue the intro. All right, let's get right into this video. So my wife bought me a M1 MacBook Air for my birthday. She saw me eyeing one, so she was like, and she purchased one. And she surprised me with it days early because she knew that I was going to buy one myself, but she wanted to beat me to the punch, and she did not want me to hit that button because I would have hit that button and then I would have had one on the way while she already had one. So she had to be like, boom, here you go. And I was like, so with that being said, let's just talk about the one thing that I do not like about it. Man. Apple is really tripping with these ports. 2 ports on that thing is just stupid. And I knew it coming into it. So, it ain't like I didn't know what I was buying. I knew what I was getting when I bought the thing, or when my wife got the thing. I knew what I wanted. I knew that it had 2 ports. But man, in real world practice, when using them things, it's so cumbersome. I cannot, the dongles is just, why? And then for me to get ports, I have to spend that much more money, and I'm just like, I don't want to. I mean, I laptops are not what I use for editing and every day. I like desktops. I'm a desktop guy, so that's what I use. So having those little bit of ports is just so wow. And then on top of that, Apple didn't even have the decency to put one port on one side and the other port on the other side. At least I can charge it from either side. Who told anybody that the left side is the best side for a charger? Most people are right-handed, so having the port on this side, just, I don't know, it just seems like it makes more sense to me. You tell me. I'm not 100% sure, but that is really the one con that I don't like about the MacBook Air. So let's just get into the good stuff, because that's the stuff that I love. For the first thing is we're going to talk about that battery life. Now, at first I was like, man, I don't know about this battery life, because I was like, it's refurbished, right? It didn't feel like it was good because I was getting like 8 hours, and then I was like, what? They claim 15 hours, they claim 18 hours, or somewhere between 15 and 18 hours. I don't know exactly how many hours they claim, but I was just really upset about it. I was like, I'm not getting that. But then I realized that I was sitting here doing a lot of massive editing on battery power, and I got exactly somewhere around 8 to 9 hours doing that hardcore editing. And then I had to think to myself, like, have any of my Windows machines ever made it 8 hours? No, the answer is no. None of my Windows machines lasted that long. So I had to reevaluate myself and be like, okay, this battery is pretty good. Because if I was just web browsing and doing basic stuff up there, I'm pretty sure I'll hit that 15 to 18 marker with the battery. But because I was doing some hardcore stuff, it lasted 8 hours. And then I was going to take it down to Apple and get a battery replacement, because my wife did buy refurbished, got a really good deal, by the way, $834 she told me, on a 16 gigabyte model. Anyways, with that being said, she got a really good deal, and I was gonna go get the battery replacement, but then I checked the battery, and whoo, lo and behold, my battery capacity is at 100%. Yep, 100%. And because of that, I was like, okay, I'm good. Don't need to replace it at all. Good job, wifey. Now you wanna know what I do up there. What do I do on my MacBook Air? I don't do anything but some office work, but I did do some video editing, and I did do some photo editing, because I wanted to see if this was powerful enough to actually edit video and photo if I were on the go. And yep, it held up. It held up really good. It edited in DaVinci just fine, it edited in Final Cut just fine, and it edited in Photoshop just fine. I had no problem with lux, I had no problem color grading, and I was shooting 4K 30, 8-bit in some situations, and then 4K 30 and 10-bit in some situations, and it worked out great, and I had no problem. Now, I believe that you can get this machine to boggle down and slow down if you throw in a whole lot of lux, effects, color grades, blase, text flying at you, all of that stuff. And yes, you can probably make it slow down. But no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen with me. And for what I do on my Mac and what I do on my videos, it's good enough for that Mac to handle the business, as well as Photoshop. Photoshop runs like a dream. It runs really, really good. And I've been able to edit multiple photos at one time, and it just blows right through it. So for me, on the go type of work, which I don't be on the go a lot, only when I go to my grandma's house and I get to eat good, but I do not be on the go so much. So therefore, it works out perfect. I was at work all day editing a video. In fact, the intro to my Pixel Watch video that's somewhere in my channel. Just check it out if you haven't already. If it's even out by the time this video is out. Don't know which one I'm going to drop first. But yeah, it works perfect. And another thing I want to touch up on, because what I did like about Windows, or at least my Windows Surface, is hello. That is so tough. Unlocking my computer with my face is just so awesome. And I really wish that Apple would implement. I wish Apple would really put Face ID into the MacBooks. That would be great, but I'll take Touch ID. Touch ID is really good, and I'm glad that it's here, because if I can't unlock it with my face, I would rather unlock it with my finger, because I hate putting in a password. Good job. And the last thing I want to talk about would be the size. The reason why I wanted it in the first place. It's a Ultrabook. I wanted it for the size, the lightness of it, and it's so small and portable that fits right into my bag. Granted, I do have a 12.9-inch iPad in there along with the MacBook Air, so it's kind of heavy anyways when I'm carrying my backpack. But it's okay, because sometimes I carry my Galaxy tablet, which is smidget lighter than my iPad. So therefore, either way, I have my laptop in there, and now I have my tablet in there, or whatever one I decide to take out for the day. But either way, it's light and it's portable, and that's what I wanted it for. And I'm using it for work, not really more so my video work and Photoshop work, but more so at my job using documents and stuff. Yes, the M1 might be a little overkill for those documents, but who cares? I have the power to do what I want, when I want, whenever I want, anytime I want, and never have to worry about the battery ever dying on me. That is what is important. That battery life. It's everything. Anyways, guys, I love my M1 Mac Air, and I'm glad that I got it. I know it's 2023, and I just now got it, and I have no regrets about this purchase at all. Well, then again, I didn't buy it, right? I have no regrets at all owning this laptop. So, peace out. Catch you in the next video.